Okay, good morning everybody. Thank you for coming along. It's now, I think, Tuesday morning. Gosh, isn't time rushing by when you're having fun? Oh dear. So, we need our yoga this morning, I think. So just bring yourself into a nice, easy pose onto the mat. Just rooting down the sit bones, and obviously if your legs don't feel comfortable and cross-legged, you can come into tailor's pose, or you can take your feet out wider. We're just grounding down just now. You can sit in a block or your blanket if you wish. You can take the hands to the knees, upturn the palms, or even just take the hands into the lap. And closing the eyes, lengthen through the spine, lifting the crown up towards the ceiling. Just close the eyes. Bring the attention to the breath. Breathing in for 5. And out for 5. 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 Just notice the body settling down as you keep your attention on the breath. Breathing in for 5. And out for 5. Just allowing that monkey chatter to cease. All these thoughts that are rushing through your head. Just keeping the attention on the breath. And let's take our hands to our belly now. So we're going to do the full yogic breath. So breathe into the belly. Notice the hands expand as the belly does. And as you exhale, belly lowers back down. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, lower. Breathing into the belly. Notice the expansion and exhale. Once more, breathing into the belly. And exhale. Bring the hands up into the rib cage now. Breathing into the ribs. Notice the ribs lift up and out. And as you exhale, ribs lowering back down. Breathing into the ribs, notice the expansion. And exhale, lowering back down. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale, lower. Inhale into the ribs. And exhale, lower. Bring the fingers up to rest on the collarbones. And breathing into that upper chest. Notice collarbones widen and soften under the fingers. And as you exhale, notice the collarbones come a little bit more prominent again. Inhale, upper chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upper chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upper chest. Exhale, lower. Once more. Inhale, upper chest. And exhale, lower. And then bring your hands into fists, so the thumb and the inside, fingers closed on top. And bring the back of the hands together in front of the sternum. So this is the mudra, the hand gesture, that we associate with the full yogic breath. And then inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, chest, ribs and belly. So the hands are in front of the sternum. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Then just releasing the hands down, circle into the wrists. And just shaking them out. Inhale, floating arms. Exhale, lowering the arms back down. Inhale, floating arms. And exhale, lower arms back down. Inhale, floating arms. And exhale, back down. Let's come up onto our feet for a little warm up. Okay, so just shaking into the wrist, take the feet nice and wide. And take a nice big inhale, filling up the lungs, and sigh the breath back down. And again, inhale, filling up the lungs, and exhale down. Inhale, left arm comes up, exhale, side stretch over. Inhale halfway, exhale, side stretch. Swapping over, inhale, right arm, exhale, side stretch. Inhale, halfway, exhale, side stretch. Bring the arm up and then start to rotate into that shoulder joint. Use the momentum of the hips to take the arm round. Just allow that arm to fall heavily so you get nice and deeply into that shoulder joint. And then slowing it down, opposite direction. Okay, opposite arm, taking it back. Slowing it down, opposite direction. Okay, let's take both arms up for our one relax, dropping the left in front and the right behind. And then slowing it down, opposite direction. And shake it out. Okay, so knees nice and soft, come off the back heel, twisting round. So spinal twist is a great way to open up in the morning. And just slowing it back down. So bring the feet closer together, rooting down into the feet, and take the weight into that left foot, shaking out that right ankle. So if you do need to hold onto a wall or a chair, that's perfectly fine. And then start to rotate into the ankle. Opposite direction. And then one way, other, one way, other, one way, other. Flex into the knee. And then swinging the whole of the leg forward and back, warming up into the hip. And then we're going to lift the knee up, take it out to the side and behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Taking a hold of the foot, draw the knees together, open up into the chest. Breathing in for 5. And out for 5. Shake it out. So, root down through that right foot now, shaking out that left ankle. And then start to rotate into the ankle. Opposite direction. And then one way, other, one way, other, one way, other. Flex into the knee. And then swinging the whole of the leg forward and back. Then we're going to lift the knee up, take it out to the side and behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Up, side, behind. Taking a hold of the foot, draw the knees together. Open up into the chest. Breathing in for 5. And out for 5. And shake it out. Okay, so let's come down onto our back first of all. And if you've got a strap handy, okay, we're going to be using the strap. So even just a dressing gown belt. Yeah, just having that handy. So come into semi-supine just now. Okay, so you want to take the feet in, the heels in as close to the buttocks, about step-bone distance apart. Okay, and bring the arms up into goalpost arms. Okay, or cactus arms. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, just slowly drop the knees over to the right. Keep the shoulders on the mat. And then inhale, knees back to centre. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, centre. Exhale, to the right. Inhale, centre. And exhale, to the left. Inhale back to centre. And bring your right knee in towards you. And just take the strap over the ball of that right foot. And extend the leg up towards the ceiling, taking a strap in each hand. So draw your attention for a moment to the base of the left foot. Make sure that left foot is rooted down into all 4 corners. The knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then bring your attention back to that right leg. Flex into the foot, that means pulling the toes towards you, as you lower the heel down towards the mat. But just hover it over the mat, and then bringing the foot back up, so flexing into the foot. So we're going to take a breath in here, as we lower down. And on the exhale, draw the foot back up to face the ceiling. So using the breath here. Inhale, leg lowers down. Exhale, so engage into the belly, bringing the foot back up to face the ceiling. Inhale, leg lowers down. Exhale, so pull that belly button towards the spine as you raise the leg back up. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, back up. Last time here. Inhale on the descent. Exhale, bringing back up. Okay. So take the strap in your right hand now. Okay. Just place your left hand down by the floor. And we're going to just gently drop that right leg out to the right side. Now, draw your attention before you start. Draw your attention to the hips and keep the hips rooted down so that left hip is not going to be rising up off the floor. As soon as you start to feel that leg rise up off the floor, bring the leg back up. So we're increasing the range of movement into the hip without rolling over onto the right side. So just stay where you are with the leg extended and then bring it back up to center. Okay, so both hips should be placed on the mat. Okay, and then start to lower out to that right side again. Keep that left knee pointing up to the ceiling, keeping the back nice and flat on the floor. And then bringing the leg back up. Take it back over again, keeping the hips on the floor. So you should have a gap under that left hip. Just check with your hand. If that left hip has risen off the mat, bring the leg back up. And draw the knee in, give it a hug, and then swap over. Okay, so right knee bent, pushing the heel up towards the ceiling, strap in each hand. So on the inhale, start to lower that leg down towards the mat, just allow it to hover above the mat. And then on the exhale, draw the foot back up. So keep the foot flexed, heel pushing up towards the ceiling. It's got a nice stretch in the back of that leg. On the inhale, start to lower down. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lowering the leg to hover above the mat. Keeping it straight, pushing the heel away all the time. And exhale, back up. One more. Inhale, lowering down. And exhale, drawing back up. So take the strap into your left hand this time. And again, we're just going to lower that leg over to the right, keeping the back on the floor. And then bring the leg back in again. Okay. So you shouldn't be able to get the leg all the way down to the floor because that way you're rolling onto that left hip. So you have to find stability in the back here, taking the leg out to the side and bring it back in. Take that leg out to the side again, using that breath, and bring it back up. Once more, taking that left leg out to the side, try not to come off that right hip, and bring it back up. Okay, hug the knees, just rock the hips from side to side. And then place the feet back down, toes facing forward, heels in close to the buttocks, and rest that right ankle on top of the left knee. So allow that left knee to open up. You might even want to just gently rest that right hand on the thigh. And then hug the left thigh in. Okay, so take your hands behind that left thigh, hugging that left thigh in. And you'll notice right away a lengthening from that right buttock into the hamstrings. Keep the head and the shoulders on the floor. That full Ujjayi breath. And then raising the left heel up towards the ceiling, just allowing you to take that a little bit deeper. And draw your attention to the right elbow and push that right elbow against that right thigh. So you're encouraging the knee to open a little bit wider. And then lowering back down. Cross the leg all the way over this time, so right leg over left. Bring your arms back into cactus arms and drop your knees over to the left. Keep the shoulders on the mat. So there's a slightly deeper spinal twist here. Head and shoulders on the mat, knees dropped off to the left. And then gently come back to center. So, setting yourself up for the opposite side, left foot rests on right knee, or left ankle rests on right knee. And then hugging that right thigh in towards you. You can take that left elbow and just press it against that left thigh, so just opening up into that left hip a little bit deeper. If that's too uncomfortable, just step it back. Keep the back, the shoulders and the head on the mat. And then raising that right heel up towards the ceiling, just get a nice stretch down the back of that right leg. And let's breathe nice and deeply here. Keep the foot flexed, that right foot flexed by pulling the toes towards you. And then lowering that right foot down, just continue to cross that left leg over the right. And then arms into cactus or goalpost arms and dropping the knees over to the right side of the mat. Try to keep the shoulders on the mat. You might feel a little bit tighter on one side than the other. Nice deep spinal twist here. Just notice also the chest being stretched. And then bring the knees back to center, hug them in. So hug the knees in and take the feet to face the ceiling for coming into happy baby. You can take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes, or you can take the palms of the hands into the soles of the feet. So feet nice and wide, happy baby, and just rocking from side to side, massaging into the middle back now. Okay. And then take your hands down to your knees, and we're going to take the knees out to each side. So drawing circles with the knees. So feet stay together, drawing the knees open. Nice big circles with the knees. Draw the knees back together. Open them up. What you're doing here is you're also increasing the lubrication into the hips. So the knees come together, hands on knees come together, then open them out, knees are bent. Okay, and let's do opposite direction now. Okay, so coming back to stillness, cross your feet at the ankles, and we're going to rock up, but keep the feet floating off the mat. Okay, so keep that floating there, and bring the feet back down into a nice easy pose. So, bring the feet down into the floor in front of you, the mat in front of you, and take the hands behind the back of the knees, lengthen through the spine, and come up onto the toes and just tipping these toes back. Okay? Take the attention into the abdomen, into the core muscles, so your back, your belly, the thighs, and engage about 30%. Feel as if you're pulling that belly button back to the spine, and then just pull the toes back so the feet are floating off the mat. And then start to raise these lower legs up, coming into a half boat posture, or a half boat pose. Keep smiling. And then raising them a little bit higher and release the hands. Okay, we're going to take a hold behind the knees again and come back down. So we're going to work with the straps this time. So take a hold of the straps, place it around the ball of the feet, walk these heels back. So what you want to do is keep your hands as close to your feet as you can. Because if you widen this, so if you take your hands too far away, you're going to be putting more strain into this lower back. So you've got to keep the heels in close to the buttocks. Okay? Hands as close to the feet as you can. And bring the knees into the chest. And then keep walking the heels back till you feel that you're actually balancing on your sit bones. And the heels are ready to flow off the mat. Okay, so keep your hold of the strap, keep the knees in towards you, and then start to raise the lower legs up. Just about halfway. Keep that engagement into the belly, into the low back. And then pushing the heels away. So you're straightening into the legs here. There might be a little bit of shaking going on. Might be a bit of wobbling, and that's okay. And then slowly bend the knees, coming back into half boat, and then gently placing the knees back down. And the soles of the feet together, butterfly the knees. So you'll have felt that in the low back as well. So that's activating the muscles into your back. We lead quite sedentary lifestyles now. So instead of squatting, into a squat pose for cooking or cleaning or relaxing, we come and sit on chairs. A lot of soft seating, which doesn't help our back. We lose that tone, that muscle tone in our backs. Okay, so bring the knees back together, the strap around the balls of the feet, not the arches. Take your hands down as close as you can. Okay, so you want to also keep the hips, the knees, and the feet tracking each other. You don't want all that energy shooting out from the knees as you push into the feet. Okay, so walk the heels back, lengthen through that spine, and just start to notice where you come into a balance on the sit bones. Okay, and then pushing the feet into the strap, keep your hands on the same place in the strap, start to raise the lower legs up. So you're not pushing the feet away at this stage, keeping the knees bent, Notice the activation into the belly, into the back, also into the thighs. And then start to push the feet away a little bit more. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. You can smile if you want. So you're bringing your body into stillness here, balancing on the sit bones, maintaining that integrity into the core. And then slowly, with control, bending the knees, come back to halfway, and then back down. Okay, so draw the soles of the feet together into butterfly, into your Baddha Konasana. Okay, draw the knees back in. So we're going to work more into a bit of an inversion this morning. And another great one to do is a half shoulder stand. So you don't want any props behind your head. You can have a blanket in the upper shoulders, but I tend to find when people put a blanket down, they place it in the wrong place. Okay, they normally put it behind the head and not the shoulders. So a few little tips here. The best way to come back onto the upper back is to rock back and forward. So when you're rocking back and forward, you want to get a momentum up. So as you're coming back, you're bringing the legs up overhead, and you want to support into the back. So you want to open up into the chest and bring the elbows down, so you're supported with the elbows. Okay, so let's roll these shoulders just now. And as you come back, so you don't take your hands behind your back just now, you start to roll back and then take the hands here. So you come up into a half shoulder stand, okay? Release and come back up again, okay? So you're using the momentum to take you back. So rolling back, plant the elbows down, take the hands at the pelvis here, and then release the hands and come back up, okay? So get that momentum going. The further forward you come, you're going to be able to throw yourself back. Plant elbows down. My hands are not at the hip shape, but I've got the elbows down, so I'm not going anywhere. Okay? So come back and up into seated with bent knees, and then drop the elbows down. Hands come here. Knees are bent. We're not going anywhere else. Release the hands and allow yourself to come back up. So you need to get used to this rolling back and forward, okay? So, and again, plant the elbows down and bring the hands in here. Now, if you were to come up into a full shoulder stand, you would be walking the hands further up the back, but we're not going to do that this morning, okay? We're just going to work towards plough pose. So plough pose is just like a standing forward fold, okay? So let's just extend one leg up towards the sky to start with. Flex into the foot. And then bend and bring it back down. Pushing the other one up. And come back down. Okay, release the hands and coming back up again. Okay? So, and again, coming back onto the upper back, keeping the bent knees, and all we're going to do is start to open up these legs. So with gravity, it's helping into opening up the legs, and then it's up to yourself how you feel. If you've got quite tight hamstrings, this is maybe all that you want to come to. I often find that if I extend one leg up I can get the other foot down and then swap it over, take the other foot down and the other one up. And then eventually, when you've lengthened into your hamstrings, you might be able to bring both feet down. Okay. And then to release the hands and bring yourself back up to a seated posture. Okay, so just run through that again. So you're rolling into the back. It's just like a forward fold. So we're not coming into anything different. It's just like we're standing and coming into a forward fold. So just round, lengthen through the back, bend the knees, and then getting that momentum up, roll back, drop the elbows down and take the hands here, okay? So normally when you come into a forward fold, your hands are reaching down towards your feet. And actually, you can do that if you want. You can take your hands down towards your feet. But you can keep them nice and supported here. You can take one leg down at a time, then the other one, or both. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean when we come up to stand down here. So, I'm going to come back up into our easy pose. Come up into our feet now. And the principles are exactly the same. So feet facing forward, okay. Then we're going to inhale and come up, and then sweep the arms forward, pivoting into the hips, coming back into that forward fold. So it's exactly the same, but when we move around onto our back, we're using gravity to lengthen into the backs of the legs. Okay. Inhale into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. So take the hands behind the back here. Open up into the chest. So that's exactly the same position that we come onto on our back. Take the hands down, open up the feet hip width apart and come down into a squat. Okay, so if you have problems in a squat, just come to a standing squat. Okay, so if you have problems in your knees, just take the hands above the knees, or if you're quite comfortable coming down into a squat, and just open the knees from side to side. Okay, so from here, okay, from your squat, extend through your arms, reaching forward, lower that bottom down towards the ground, open up the knees, and come back into your bottom. Okay, so keep the hands out in front, good. Okay, so we're going to roll over, same principle again, bend into the knees. It's a great way to massage into the back. Okay, so rolling back, we're going to place our hands behind our pelvis there. Okay, so coming back, drop the elbows and take the hands behind the pelvis. Okay, and just allow the legs to open up so you can feel the difference from the standing forward fold to the legs here. You can feel the weight of the legs are lengthening out a little bit deeper. Okay, so when you come into your forward fold, sometimes we struggle to get our head towards the knee, but this is a great way to help lengthen into these hamstrings. So bend the knees. When you bend the knees, release the hands and come roll back up again. And inversions can really be quite enlightening, because you're getting all the blood up to the head. You actually feel more energized, more awake. Yeah, and just a little bit more with it, especially in the morning. So let's extend into the legs now. In fact, just taking the strap again, draw the ball that left foot in. Okay. If that's troublesome with the knee, you can extend the left leg out to the side. Okay, so yogi's choice, you can either take the leg out to the side or keep the foot in. And we're going to help lengthen through the back. If you've had any back problems, so if you've had any slipped discs, just to keep the spine nice and even, I would maybe keep the legs together. Okay, so everyone else, just hook the strap around all of the foot here, lengthen through the spine, and just slowly start to tilt forward and work with the breath here. Okay, so you're not overstretching, you're working with your breath to come down. So keep the back nice and long. So all the action is happening in the hips. Okay? Tilt is in the hips here. You're not rounding through the back, just keeping the back nice and flat. And breathe into the posture. Use that breath. Just only lowering forward when you feel that release, that letting go, working with that breath. Inhale, rising back up. Okay. So, coming into the opposite leg now, again, if you've had back problems, just come back into your forward fold. Okay. So just wrapping the strap around the feet, lengthen up through the spine. Make sure the strap's not in the arch, on the ball of the feet. Inhale and exhale, just start to pivot from the hips, not rounding through the back, so keep the head stacked on top of the spine. Just keep that gaze forward just now, so you're not overstretching into the shoulders. Just slowly allowing the body to soften, working with that breath, letting go, letting go, letting go. You'll feel the stretch down the backs of the legs, as well as lengthening into the back. And then just slowly breathing in as you gently bring yourself back up. Draw the soles of the feet together back into your Baddha Konasana, your bound angle. And just gently butterfly the knees. We're going to come back into a couple of more spinal twists and just notice if there's any difference as we've lengthened out through the back. Okay, so draw the knees together. Come back down into a semi-supine. Arms into goalpost arms or cactus arms. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly drop your knees over to the left. Keep the shoulders on the mat. It's a lovely spinal twist here. Inhale back to centre. And then gently drop the knees over to that right side. Head comes the opposite direction. And inhale back to center. Open up your feet mat width apart now. Okay. And then slowly drop the knees over to the left. So you'll notice that right knee points to the bottom of your mat and the left knee drops off to the left. You're getting a deeper stretch down the front of that right hip. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Keep the feet nice and wide, mat width apart, and then drop the knees over to the right. Shoulders on the mat. Inhale, knees back to center. Keep the feet where they are. Once more, over to the left. It's a great stretch for the hips. You feel a lot of freedom with this pose. Inhale, back to center, and drop the knees over to the right. Bring the knees back to center and just gently stretching out your legs, coming into Shavasana. You can pop your blanket over you. You can pop your socks on if your feet have a tendency to get cool. And just open up the legs, allow the hips to roll open, feet to flop open. You can have your palms facing up, or you can take your hands onto the belly, wherever is most comfortable for yourself. And just allowing yourself to relax for the next few minutes in Shavasana. Draw the attention to the breath. Breathing into the belly to the count of 5 and exhale to the count of 5. Breathing in for 5 and out for 5. And just keep that momentum of the breath going. Just to help reduce any thoughts coming into the head. Just feel yourself melting into the support of your mat below you. Letting go. Letting go. So you can continue to stay here in Shavasana, just allowing that body to settle down into the support of the mat. Just enjoy being here for the next 5-10 minutes. Or when you're ready to come out of relaxation, just deepen the breath, bringing awareness back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Inhale the arms up overhead. Push away with the heels and give yourself a lovely long stretch. And exhale the arms back down. And again, inhale the arms up overhead onto the floor behind. And push away with the heels. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And relax the arms back down. Gently hug the knees into the chest and just rocking the hips. Or circle the knees so you're massaging into that low back. And then rolling over onto your right side for a moment. Just thinking about your day ahead, setting your intention. And then gently bringing yourself back up into an easy pose. Just allow the sit bones to ground back down. Lengthen through the spine. Take a nice big inhale. And sigh the breath out. And again, inhale. Last time. Inhale. Big sigh out. Keep bringing the hands to the heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The light in me bows to the light in you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be kind and nurture yourself and your families. Namaste. Thank you very much.